I'm back with a new video, and this is going to be an end of the year series where I'm going to wrap up the year 2025 with a couple of different subjects like favorite color books, favorite new books, goals for 2026, etc. That kind of stuff. And I'm gonna do it like this because if I'm gonna do it all in one video, that video will be extremely long, too long basically. So I just decided to make a couple of short videos about all of these subjects and turn them into a small little series. So in this video, we are going to talk about art supplies, especially the art supplies that I bought in 2025. And some of these are absolute hits. They're absolute winners, and some of these are, well, misses. I don't really like them. And yeah, let's go and have a look at my hits and misses of 2025 when it comes to art supplies. And let's start with a positive one. Let's start positive. So let me clean this up and I'll be right back. So, like I said, we're gonna start with a hit. So something that I really liked. And I bought this year the 80 set of Caran d'Ache Pablo. And it's an absolutely gorgeous set. And as you can see, it comes with a swatch chart, all the beautiful colors that we have here. Really, they are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous colors. And I have to say, I absolutely adore this set of pencils. And what I really, really like about it is the fact that when I bought this one, first of all, I got a very, very good deal on it. So if you usually, the 80 set goes between 180 euros and 200 euros, something like that. And I bought this set for 130. So I think that's a pretty good deal. But when I bought it, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try these out, and if I like them, then I will buy the rest of the colors because the original set's like 120. I will buy the rest of the colors, from open stock. But here's the thing: the color arrangement, the color palette in this set is so extremely well thought of that I don't really need to buy the other colors. I really don't feel the need to buy the other colors. Let me see if I can get them in frame. I don't think I can. But, it's so complete, this series. The 80 pencil set, you have all the colors that you need. So that's what I really like about them. It's a very firm pencil, like the Polychromos, but it's a little bit more on the opaque side. So I would say that the Polychromos is a little bit more translucent and transparent, and this pencil is a little bit more opaque, which I also really like because in some cases you don't want to have that transparency. You want to have more of an opaque kind of finish. So yeah, this is an absolute hit. And I wish I bought them sooner. But, at the same time, I paid a really, really good price for them. So, yeah, I would recommend them. Highly recommend them. So, that's the first one. Let me put everything back in order. So, now we're going to have a look at a miss. It's not the first miss actually this year. I don't even remember when I bought all of these things in the year. I do know that I bought them this year, but not when. But the first one that I want to show you are these. The Artix acrylic marker set. So I bought this year a color by number book. And I was, okay, that's so cool because I'm going to color them with these markers. I also bought these markers for that reason. Here's the thing. They are not, first of all, not opaque enough. Let me try to get them in frame. Yeah, they're not opaque enough. That's the first thing. And the second thing, they're not dark enough. And what I mean is, even like the darkest colors in this set have so much white in them to make them a little bit more opaque that it's kind of disappointing, to be honest. It's not dark enough. You know, you would say that this is an extremely dark purple, but when I test them out on a piece of paper, let me grab a piece of paper over here. If I test them out on a piece of paper, they're really not that dark. I don't think that this is so dark, especially now when it's dried up. The greens are even more of a letdown, because this should be a very dark green. And it's very pastel-y. I think that actually the purple is okay, to be honest. But this green is such a letdown, because I'm expecting something like this, and it's nothing like that. So that's the first thing. And the second thing was, it's not opaque enough. So the numbers that you have in a colored by number book, it doesn't really cover them up. You can still see them through them, especially with like the lighter colors. Like let's grab this one, and a little bit of skin tone. It's so extremely light that it doesn't cover up anything. I can actually show you. Let me grab a pen. You will see it doesn't really cover it up. You can still see it, even like where it's extremely light. So yeah, for me that's a letdown, to be honest. That's a letdown. The reason why I bought them is to work with them in colored by number coloring book, and you know, the colors aren't dark enough in some cases, and they don't even cover up the numbers. So yeah, for me this is absolutely something that was a miss. So yeah. Another hit, because that's this one. Also by Caran d'Ache. I absolutely love the brand Caran d'Ache. And Caran d'Ache, the Neon Color 2, are 50 years of their 50th anniversary this year. And they brought out a couple of special colors, you know, special edition colors. And they brought them out in these little sets. And I bought the set with all of the dark colors, and it has 3 special edition colors: the zinc ochre, the dark garnet, and the caput mortuum. And especially the caput mortuum, I don't know if you can see it. Ooh. The caput mortuum, I absolutely love that color. But all of these colors are absolutely gorgeous, and I didn't have the other colors except for the brown, the olive brown, and the gray, and the rest of the colors I didn't have. So for me this was an absolute win, and I'm really, really happy with these colors, because especially the caput mortuum, that just became my favorite color of the entire Neon Color 2 series, and I really need to find a project where I can put that color in. So but yeah, you know, we all know the Neon Colors 2, it's an absolute brilliant water soluble product, and you know, to have this little special edition, yeah, I really like it. I really like it. Love the colors, and I always loved the Neon Colors too. So yeah, this was a win. I already knew it, but the colors really amazed me even more than I thought that they would do. You know. So yeah, by Caran d'Ache. another fail. Let's stick. Oh, the other way around. Let's stick with the acrylic brush markers because, like I said, I wasn't really happy with my Artix acrylic markers, so I bought another cheap set, and I should know better. I really should know better, because in this case it was a 60 set, and I found it for a really good price. It's by Touch Hero, and I paid like 25 euros for this one, something like that. And it opens like this, and here we have all the colors. And in this case I was like, okay, there are some very dark caps, even like a very dark green, and I was like, come on, there has to be a very, very, very dark green in this one, or a beautiful dark brown. No, it's basically the same story as with the Artix. You know, first of all, it's not very opaque, so you can still see the numbers in color by number coloring book. You can still see the numbers, and yeah, the colors are just, they make them opaque with adding white paint or white ink. And again, you know, I'm really obsessed with like greens, because I would love to have a very dark green. And I saw this one and I was like, that has to be a very dark green. And it's not very dark. It's like, I don't know, it's pastel-y. I think that's the word. It's like this pastel finish, even though it is like a dark color. It has a pastel finish. Maybe this like dark blue has a little bit less. Let me shake this one up. Yeah, we have the exact same thing. It's not very vibrant. So we have like a lot of the white wash in it. So I still haven't found like those really extremely dark colors in a acrylic marker brush pen. And I do know that you can find them, but I also know that, you know, to find those extremely dark colors, you're probably gonna end up with a more expensive brand. So I don't think that we're gonna find it with these very cheap Chinese products. So yeah, this was also a total miss and total waste of my money, and yeah, I kind of regret buying these. Will I use them? Yeah, you know, my color by number book, it's not very precious to me, so I will probably use them, you know, when I can. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep looking for a really nice dark acrylic pen. A really nice dark acrylic pen. If you know of any brands that have really nice dark colors, let me know, because I would love to know. So leave a comment down below in the comment section, because I would absolutely love to know. So, and the last product that I really want to show you guys, which I absolutely love, it's in this case. And I just got these a couple of weeks ago, and they're brand new. And it's the, oh, my pencils are falling out. It's the Derwent drawing pencils. Now I put them in this case, but these are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I already colored at least one page with them. I believe I colored 2 pages with them, but I'm not sure of that right now. But at very least one page with them. And yeah, I absolutely love this palette. This is just my cup of tea. the colors are absolutely beautiful, and I'm so glad I did. I was like doubting if I would buy them, but in the end I decided to just do it, and I'm glad I did. These colors are absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, you can find a lot of reviews about them online. So if you really want to find out more about the colors and all of that, I would say, you know, try to find like a really good review of an artist that actually like makes an artwork with it, because you know, then you can really see what these pencils can do. But yeah, this is, I think, the best product that I bought this year. The product that I like the best, and yeah, I will use them a lot. So then we have one more miss. And this one is like the biggest miss. It's these Illustrator markers by Spectrum Noir. I bought these in the beginning of the year. I can still remember, because I was looking for an alcohol marker with a brush and a nib, a bullet nib. And I actually wanted to buy the Ohuhus, but they were sold out like all of the time, basically. So I looked a little bit further, and then I saw these by Spectrum Noir, and they also have a brush and a bullet nib, a very fine bullet nib, which I like. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I can even buy these out of open stock, so that was actually a plus. And they have some very unique colors. So I was really, really happy at first when I found these. But then they came in, and I started to swatch them. And I noticed immediately that they weren't coloring the way that they weren't so as juicy as I thought that they would be. And then I grabbed another one, and it was completely dry. And let me show you. This marker is dry. It's absolutely dry, and I can, you know, apparently this is something that a lot of Spectrum Noir markers have, this problem. Apparently, I found on the internet, and people can say, well, you can, you know, put some alcohol, you know, in the barrel, and then it will work again. So that's exactly what I did, and as you can see, it's a really messy job. And look at all the ink on the outside. But I have to say, it works a little bit, but at the same time, you know, it's still not as juicy as my other markers, even like the cheap ones that I have. I don't really like the brush nib either. It's a little bit too flexible, but these are just dry. And I don't think that a marker should be dry straight out of the box when it's still new. Even though I like the colors, I do. Oh, I already got that one. I do. I love the colors, but I cannot color with this, you know. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I try to reactivate them with alcohol. Didn't really work out that great, but yeah, this was a total miss. Totally regret buying these markers. totally regret buying these markers. And I would definitely not recommend them. And also, you know, the brush nib, it's extremely flexible, so you really need to like that kind of nib. I don't. I like it when it's a little bit more firm. So yeah, this is a total letdown. So these were like all of the products that I want to show you guys. And all of my hits, all of my misses. And in the next video, I don't know what the next video is going to be. I haven't decided yet. But we will discuss another thing that we can wrap up this year. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you know, subscribe, leave a like. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. What are your hits? What are your misses? You know, all of that wonderful YouTube stuff that we can do and that I have to say. And I will see you in the next video.